Hello, my name is Sean Farrell, and welcome to the December 2021 edition of This Month at the Library. I'll be walking you through this month's events here at the Avalon Free Public Library and the Avalon History Center, along with other area news and programs, and at the end I'll highlight some of the new books and movies arriving at the library in December, so make sure to stick around for that. But first, in library news. The Library and History Center will be closed on December 24th and 25th for Christmas and Christmas Eve, and we look forward to seeing you all again on the 26th. We will be hosting 5 Well Wednesday programs this month, each occurring from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. On December 1st, we start with Learn About Houseplants, in which our director Erin will demonstrate the Creative Bug resource and focus on its houseplant series. A limited number of plants will be available for attendees to take home. On the 8th, we will have a social hour. On the 15th, we will focus on hand-painted gift wrap, which will walk attendees through Creative Bug's custom gift wrap program. And finally, on the 22nd and 29th, we will again host social hours. Refreshments will be available for takeout at all 5 programs. On December 4th at 1 p.m., the History Center will present Decking the Halls. Join them to learn how the tradition of using evergreens to decorate and protect homes came to be. This program takes place in the History Center building on 39th Street. On December 7th at 1 p.m., we will be hosting a ceramics art workshop. Participants will be able to decorate a holiday elf figurine, which will then be sent to be fired and returned to the library for users to take home. Registration is required and can be done by visiting the front desk, calling the library at 609-967-7155, or emailing programs@avalonfreelibrary.org. The library's Italian Culture Group has returned to in-person meetings and will next gather on December 8th at 4:30 p.m. to discuss Italian art, music, architecture, history, and lifestyles. Registration is required and can be done by visiting the front desk, calling the library at 609-967-7155, or emailing programs@avalonfreelibrary.org. Chris Zellers, an FCHS educator and assistant professor from Rutgers University, will join us on December 9th at 2 p.m. to discuss the benefits of physical activity and provide tips for incorporating more activity into your day. Harp and vocals guitar duo Kale Bin will be at the library on December 11th at 1 p.m. performing holiday favorites and hosting a few sing-alongs. This month's art house film is The True Adventures of Wolf Boy, a coming-of-age journey about a boy with an illness that causes hair growth over the entirety of his face and body. After a disastrous experience, he goes in search of his mother, who abandoned him at birth. The movie is rated PG-13 for mature thematic content, drinking, some strong language, sexual references, and violence, all involving teens, and will be shown on December 13th at 5 p.m. On December 31st at 11 a.m., bring in your little ones so they can say goodbye to 2021 in style with our annual Happy New Year program. Kids and their families are invited to ring in the new year at noon and join us for a story, magic, entertainment, cookies, and our famous apple juice champagne. Now, here are some of the popular books coming to the library this month. The Ballerinas by Rachel Kapelke-Dale follows 36-year-old Delphine as she returns to the Paris ballet scene to choreograph a performance. As she also tries to rekindle the friendship she once had with 2 other dancers, secrets from their pasts threaten to bubble up to the surface. In Beasts of a Little Land, Juhea Kim tells an epic story of love, war, and redemption set against the backdrop of the Korean independence movement, following the intertwined fates of a young girl sold to a courtesan school and the penniless son of a hunter. The first Youth Poet Laureate of the United States, Amanda Gorman, releases her first collection of poetry, Call Us What We Carry, which includes The Hill We Climb, the stirring poem she read at Joe Biden's presidential inauguration. Author of Dear Wife and The Marriage Lie, Kimberly Bell returns with My Darling Husband. When Jade is held hostage by a masked home invader, her husband Cam scrambles to gather the ransom money, but in so doing reveals that they may not be as financially secure as Jade thought, and that Cam may have other secrets as well. In Darby Kane's The Replacement Wife, Elisa Wright begins to suspect that her brother-in-law Josh is a murderer. His first wife is dead and his fiancée went missing. As he begins a relationship with a third woman, Elisa tries to find out the truth before it's too late. And here are some of the hit movies coming to the library. Adapted from the Broadway hit, Dear Evan Hansen sees Ben Platt reprise his Tony-winning performance as a high school senior who befriends the family of a classmate after their suicide. Crying Macho sees Clint Eastwood as a washed-up rodeo star who accepts a job to get a man's young son home and away from his alcoholic mother. In The Last Duel, a knight and his squire are forced to duel to settle a dispute over whether the squire sexually assaulted the knight's wife. Venom: Let There Be Carnage sees Eddie Brock attempt to reignite his career by interviewing a famous serial killer who becomes the host of the symbiote Carnage and escapes from prison. Paul Schrader's The Card Counter stars Oscar Isaac as an ex-military interrogator turned gambler haunted by the ghosts of his past. In The Mitchells vs. the Machines, a family road trip is upended when they find themselves in the middle of the robot apocalypse and suddenly become humanity's unlikeliest last hope. Daniel Craig is back for one last turn as James Bond in No Time to Die, the 25th movie in the long-running franchise. The popular spy has left active service, but his peace is short-lived when Felix Leiter, an old friend from the CIA, turns up asking for help, leading Bond onto the trail of a mysterious villain armed with dangerous new technology. That's it for this month. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Sean Farrell, and I'll see you in the library.